Hey everyone, thank you for being here and participating in this pick a card reading. I felt led by Spirit to do a what is shifting in my life reading. Okay, so it's there are three different messages here, and as you know, with pick a card, just tune into your intuition. What is drawing you to which pile is drawing you in? Don't overthink, just go with what you feel, okay? And so in this pick a card reading, Spirit has come through with a specific reading for each pile. So whether you choose pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3, there is no wrong way to do this, whatever you feel led to. Some people choose 2 different piles or all of them, but if you want to tune in and participate, just to go with what feels right, okay? And I will put timestamps in the description for you so you can easily jump to whichever one you chose. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you chose pile number 1, I am so happy to deliver this message to you. I'm just going to remove the beautiful stone. And before we begin, I like to have a little breathing exercise just to kind of clear our energy and to kind of, I know sometimes we kind of go into a reading and we want to listen when we're in an energy of, like, I don't know, chaos or the whatever frustrations of the day. We kind of just want to know immediately, like, you know, resolution and things like that. But so let's take a sec, okay, to just kind of close your eyes wherever you are, except for if you're driving, of course, but to kind of close your eyes, kind of put your hand on your heart and let yourself feel your heartbeat, okay? Because that is you, guys. That is your energy. That is you. Feel your heartbeat and breathe in and exhale. Feel your shoulders rise and then release. Feel your abdomen rise and then release. And feel the pureness of the energy that's here with us today as you breathe in one more time and exhale. Okay, thank you. And so Spirit says just one more time, one more breath. Okay, one more. Yes, okay. So he says there, okay. Clearing out some of that energy and releasing some of that tension in your shoulders and whatever. Let's go. So, okay, Spirit. For those who chose pile number 1 for the collective, what is shifting in our lives, please? What is it you have to say? So Spirit says, whoops, you know what? He said, wait. Oh, but okay. I'll use this card first. So trust, okay? But listen, on the bottom of this pile, this is where it begins. I feel like Spirit is here to say, listen, something is shifting with you in regards to your career, work, passions, something where you do make money, okay? Could be a secondary job or a hobby that turns into something more lucrative. But Spirit says, listen, Archangel Ariel is here, and she says this is a time of celebration. This is like the 3 of Cups here, right, in tarot. So this is a time of celebration, right, to do what you love. I feel like some of you in your career are going to turn that shit around, and it is going to, you're going to fight for your job. There was something that just wasn't working. You were feeling really ew about it. But what was happening was there was some inner stirrings within you to bring about balance, okay? There was something within you that had to kind of come forward. And you're tired of not having that fulfillment and that joy. I feel Aquarian energy here. I do. I feel it very strong. Because, you know, you want that bounce in your step. You want to look forward to going to work or providing whatever service you provide. But it hasn't been that way lately, and it hasn't been that way for quite some time. But something is shifting within yourself, okay? And so that brings about change in your career. And this little, I'm looking at this picture here with the music box here. I used to have one like that when I was a kid. I remember that I was mesmerized by the beautiful outfit that she had on, the gown or whatever, and she would twirl around and the music would play until it stopped, right? And so looking at this box, how it's not closed, it's open, and she's free to do her little twirl around while the music goes, you know, that little thing you wind up and then it goes until time runs out or whatever. So this is indicative of what's going on in your professional life. And I feel that this is more career oriented, guys. I feel like this is a new lease on breathing new fresh air into your career. I'm not necessarily seeing people leaving their jobs. However, that could happen. But I'm seeing people kind of coming back to a renewed sense of, this is really important to me. This is kind of showcasing who I am, this job. But I wasn't doing that so much before because I wasn't seeing the possibilities of who I am and expressing my, or appreciating my own inner strength, inner power, right? And I feel like some of you, you've come to this place now where you're like, oh, okay, you know what? I am somebody. I do matter. And I'm not going to blame everybody else. I'm going to approach this differently. And I'm going to regain that respect that I deserve. I'm going to go forward. And I'm going to do it gracefully. And in the Empress energy is what I'm hearing. The Empress energy. Because the Empress energy is like kick ass. But you know what? You're asserting. You're being assertive in a graceful way. Sometimes when you have to be forceful, you will. But I feel like this applies not just to female energy. Empress energy can be anybody, guys. It can be male, female. But it is that energy that comes forward with a strength that you've never seen before within yourself. It is an unstoppable energy of forward movement with even setting goals for yourself. And so... sorry I'm saying so much. I just recognize that. But whatever comes through, and it's coming through fast, whenever there's Empress energy, and my daughter can attest to this, every time I do a reading for my daughter, she's like, whoa, Mom, because the Empress energy comes through, and I just can't be stopped. The message just comes barreling through. That's what this Empress energy is. And it's not so much I will kick your ass if you don't get out of my way. It's more like, you will move out of my way, because you know what? You'll respect me. And it's not like you're going to come at anybody demanding it. You just will, your presence will sort of command that attention to you as a someone to be respected, someone to be trusted, and someone who is just, it can't go unnoticed because you have this renewed vigor and passion, and you're standing up now. It's like you're putting that flag at the crest of the mountain saying, I've arrived. I'm doing this. This is my job. I created this situation. I can co-create the outcome and the journey throughout this position here. So I am so happy for you guys because this is you're embarking on something so freaking amazing. It is this... Archangel Ariel that's here, and this Empress energy is just, wow, mesmerizing. You're going to come in, you're going to do your job and then some, and because I feel like some of you kind of fell by the wayside a little bit in the eyes of your, the managers or whoever's above you, whatever it is. You come in with these great strides, and they're like, damn, what happened to her or him? This is really good. And so, yeah, I see that, guys. So thank you, Archangel Ariel, for that. And so her energy is here. Look, I'm still with this Empress energy. I can't, okay, she's here. Once this Empress energy is here, guys, wow. It just, she's amazing. So this is the feel of the reading. This reading is like this right now, and it probably will be throughout to the end. So Archangel Ariel says, I'm still here. And look at, you're coming into balance, and congratulations to you because you have been working hard, right? And so this is working multiple jobs or projects at once. But here, look, this means to me, this also means that you've been doing the inner work. You've been listening You've been listening to your inner compass. You've been listening to where you're guided to hear messages from people like me. And you've been guided to bring yourself into balance. You've been working hard, guys. You've been working hard because you're determined to get that light back in your life. You're determined to get that light, that footing, like light energy in your step again. You are determined to not let this, whatever it is, whatever that energy was and that perspective was, regarding your job, your presence where you are, it's coming back, guys. That balance, I feel it. And in a little bit of time, you're going to be given, entrusted again to do projects, and you're going to shine. I'm telling you, you're going to be, this work, this career that you have, you were on the verge of leaving. When we started this quarantine, I'm telling you, I feel like you were on the edge. You were like, I'm done. I can't come back. I can't do this. But something is changing. Something has clicked, and that balance is here for you. You are phenomenal in that energy right now. You're feeling it so much. And so you're determined to make work a joy now, not a chore, because something shifted within you, and you made this work for you. You are making this work for you. This is not anymore looking at someone else and saying, well, you're not doing anything for me. No, you're looking at yourself and going, I did this. I did the inner work. I am coming out of that loathing and self-loathing and feeling sorry for myself. I'm coming out of this now. I am here. I am here. And this newfound energy is started with you. Have I been saying all along? Have I not been saying all along in these readings? It starts within. And I know that some of you were like, well, I'm so sick of hearing it. I had one person say to me, no offense, but I'm so sick of hearing self-love. Take care of yourself first. And I said, well, okay, but you're going to realize that at some point it has to start with you. And it does. Look what's happening here, guys. Oh my God. I am so happy with this. So Archangel Gabriel comes in and says, look what you've done. Look where you are. And I feel this sense of the sun shining down upon you, and this chariot, like I feel the chariot energy coming in to kind of say, yeah, the chariot isn't awaiting anymore. Let's go. And so you're kind of, you're moving on to something new, okay? For some of you, this is like you're reinventing your career. This is your time to shine. You're coming in on this chariot, and you're just commanding your presence, and not even saying, hey, look at me. This is like a natural progression towards that, guys. I'm telling you, that's that energy. And you're going to work towards some sort of upgrade in your job. Either it's something like maybe there's a new position in the company that you are thinking you want to create, that you could be a perfect fit, and move out of that role that you're in. But I feel like you could totally come up with that plan, that outline for a new position, because you have been in wherever you are, you see a need for something that can totally redefine your current position, okay? And it will now, the energy is clear, the path is clear for you to do this, because you've worked on yourself with this great energy, this great awakening, if you will. I feel like you've come to that place now where it's like, I know my limits, I know my boundaries, and I'm not willing to go backwards anymore. I'm not willing to be in that place of self-loathing anymore. This is my job. I have a responsibility, but I want to make it mine. I want to make it shine like me and be worthy of all the hard work that I've done within myself. And so, yeah, so I've gone to the Lenormand cards, right? And I wanted clarification. So this card typically, upright like this, is, in this situation, I feel like it could be somebody who you feel smaller than someone, or smaller than the job itself or something in that regards. But look, this came in reversed, guys. Because see this branch up here? This taller, larger than life bird here he has a branch. They're building this nest here, right? But it always feels like this one has the higher ground or the greater respect or some sort of authority figure. And here you are looking up going, I'll never get there. I'll never get his attention. He's or she is trying to build this thing here and not giving me an opportunity to help build this great career. And so it comes in reverse. And what I'm seeing here is, and Spirit is kind of saying, listen, what's happening here is this is balancing out. No longer are you looking to in the direction of in the energy and misconception or misperception of someone greater than you not giving you an opportunity, right? This is a team effort, and you're looking at this situation differently now. You're looking at it like all these people that are in charge or in a higher authority, yes, you have a respect because they are in a higher role than you, but you're also coming into that energy and that realization now that we can do this as a team. It doesn't have to be you're so much larger than life than me, that you're so much higher than me. The core of this involves this coming into sync with each other. So no longer do you feel unbalanced. This is about balance. You're coming into this, yes, I have respect for you because you are a manager higher up than me. But I am also a team player here, and I'm in this to be a team player. And so you're kind of just, that energy is kind of just coming in like a freight train. Can't be stopped. This is fate, guys. I'm amazed because you've done this work and you've gone through your share of heartache and heartbreak and fear and, nervous stomach going into work and will I be good enough? And, yes, you are good enough. So this balance comes in, and no longer will you be like, let me have a piece of that. I want to help build this too. And they're like, no, I need to do this part. You just relax there. No, this is more like, yeah, let's share this. Let's share this teamwork here. Let's build this great opportunity for, advancement in your everything. And so I can't even, this is so cool, guys. It's just so great. And so I asked Lenormand cards, it did say to Spirit, show me more. Is there anything more that you have to say regarding this? And so what I got was this community card. This is like a menagerie. It's like a steps and a fountain there. A fountain, some steps leading up to these open doors going into this community. So this is a community effort, guys. This is coming into some great teamwork and partnerships. And it's coming into more fulfilling and satisfying opportunities in regards to work. I don't think you're done there yet. Wherever it is you were wanting to leave, I don't think so. Because now you're coming into this great big new opportunity and you're seeing the receptivity of people to work with you, not against you. To work with you. Congratulations on all your hard work, okay? There's an innocence here. There's like starting from ground zero almost. And that doesn't mean being the littlest person or the most inept person there. This innocence is about you coming into this with a brand new, fresh perspective. When children, when we're born, we're not born to all the cynicism and pain and hurt that we experience along the way. So I asked our guides, or ask your angels, right, card deck, and I was like, okay, angels and guides, what do you have? They said, let go. Now you're letting go to allow this innocence to come in and to carry you through, to pull you through, to be in a delightful energy of wonderment, right? Of like wide-eyed wonderment, like, yes, I'm eager for this. I'm eager to start this renewal, this inventing of myself, and the falling in love again with giving of myself to my job, but in my best effort, in a cleaner energy now. I can't express to you enough that this isn't like, well, I wonder when this will happen. You're already feeling it. I guarantee you're feeling it already. Again, I mentioned Aquarian energy, and it doesn't just mean this is just for Aquarius people. That's the energy I feel. So you that are Aquarians, you're going to feel it. I know that you're feeling this already. You tend to get, you can't stand being in that energy where you feel self-loathing or you feel defeated. You can't stand it. It's torture for you. And so you're coming into this perspective, and you're learning, you're growing, and I'm so, so happy for all of you. That is so amazing. Congratulations for the beautiful work that you did, okay? I do believe, there's one more here that I'm seeing. This has been untethered. The anchor, see? It's not anchored down. You're sailing now into freedom, into beautiful energy. That's where the Aquarians belong. That Aquarian energy, that light as a feather, and feeling the breeze in your face, and feeling that freedom, and feeling that peace, okay? That's where you are, guys. That's where you are. I'm really, really happy for all of you. Again, it's not just for Aquarians. It's the Aquarian energy, though. So I feel it, and I know that this is you on your way, well on your way. I do believe that is it for this reading. Thank you for participating. And if you've chosen any more, they're coming up next, so stay tuned. Love you guys with all my heart. I am here for you, with you, and I can't wait to hear some of you, if you feel that you want to share as situations go forward with all of this. Please email me, blossoming souls1111@gmail.com, or leave comments. I'm happy to hear what you have to say. I'm on Facebook under Blossoming Souls, and looking forward to hearing from you, okay? Love you all. Namaste. Thank you for being here, everyone. If you chose pile number 2, then you were guided to this message for a reason. Spirit is here to deliver this message specifically for you. And before we begin, please take a moment to sort of clear the energy so you can receive this message freely. And just take a deep breath in and exhale. One more. And exhale. And as you feel the tension begin to release, you feel the weight of the stress in your shoulders and your neck kind of just fade away. Spirit is here to deliver this message. And as let me just move the stone here, see what Spirit has for us. So Archangel Raphael is here, and so Archangel Raphael, I have prayed and shuffled over the cards, and Spirit has picked the cards specifically for this message. So I asked Spirit, what is it in our life that is shifting, please? I feel like this is a very spiritual time for you. Some of you are I feel like for some of you, it's just starting out in your spirituality, it feels mystical to you. You're fascinated, captivated by something. So you've been in this place where you've always kind of had a curiosity about all things spiritual, right? You don't quite understand maybe, or maybe you've been on this journey for a bit and something has been shifting within you to you know you have a calling. There's something here that's sort of pulling you more into a more spiritual journey. And so Archangel Raphael says you're ready to move on, to continue on your journey, the spiritual quest, so to speak, the spiritual, okay, so I'm hearing retreat. Some of you have been thinking about that, like maybe thinking of going on a spiritual retreat. And so Spirit says that's perfect. If that's something that you're interested in, pursue it, and look into spiritual retreats. There's some really good ones. I know in Arizona there's something, some spiritual retreats, but I'm feeling also there's like a retreat to kind of explore. You're sort of moving away from whatever was in your life before. Not that you're questioning or leaving behind the beliefs that you had, but I think your beliefs are becoming more into focus now. More clarity of those beliefs, more understanding of learning, of enlightenment. And this desire that you have to learn and to be enlightened more in your spiritual journey is really becoming like it's a thirst, right? Like you can't get enough. And so here you are on this, getting ready to cross that bridge there. See the bridge? You're getting ready to cross that little footbridge, and on the other side there is a guide waiting for you. And this guide says, I'm right here. Let's go on this journey together. I promise you it's going to be very fulfilling and very interesting for you. There's so much to learn. There's so much to do. And you are being called to action, to learn more. I feel like some of you are learning more about, I think you've been exploring religions, some of you, and you find it fascinating. You find it, but you haven't quite found one that fits with you. That's what I feel. And this guide here says, look, let's explore together, because there's something quite amazing that's here for you. And I feel like you've been in a certain religion before, but you're kind of exploring spirituality as your religion. Like that is, whatever it is that you believe in, it's kind of going to be kind of pull it all together, right? And maybe you were raised to go to church and to be in church. I have an aunt that is very religious, and her husband is he's a preacher. He's been a preacher for a while, and when my son passed a couple weeks ago, she called me and she said, Mija, what church are you going to? And I just chuckled. I said, Auntie, I'm not really going to a church right now, but I'm really close in my beliefs to God, and I'm very spiritual. And so I know I'm firm in what I believe in and very comfortable with it. I'm learning a lot, and so no need to worry. But so I know that some of you are very interested in kind of putting the pieces together to figure it out, right? So, yeah, see? So, Archangel Raphael says that the religions that you've explored, and maybe something that you were involved in, it's almost like you've kind of narrowed it down and you're not quite certain yet, but he says this quest is so that you will be clear and confirm what it is you believe in. I feel like there's a clarity coming, something that you didn't realize before, okay? And I believe that this almost represents chakras, these colors here. So I believe there's balance that you need. You may have been disappointed in a certain religion or church or something that you went to. And by all means, whatever it is you believe in and it resonates with you, do it. You know, this channel is not, I don't promote any one thing in particular. I think whatever resonates with you and what feels good is what's for you, right? And I do talk about God because I believe in God, but I believe that I believe you're searching for something, and you have been for quite some time. So there is a decision to be made here. More like, there's not a rush though, that's the thing. So Archangel Michael comes in and he says, there's not a rush here, take your time. You're exploring, you're learning, that's good for you, it's good for your soul. So take your time with this, and know that, you know, whatever it is you believe in is perfect for you. I believe, see how this little structure here, it reminds me of like maybe an altar or something, and those colorful barrels, whatever they are, I believe they're sort of, I think they're chakras maybe, right? I think they're chakras. I think they're the very essence of who you are. And so I do believe that in the center here, this is sort of your, you know, the essence of you. Sorry for the shaking of the camera. Yeah, and the stairs going up, that's like ascending and learning. Interesting. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for being here. Yeah, there's something better, right? That's what I was hearing this morning. There's something better. See that path? There's two, it's a fork in the road, right? And so Archangel Michael says, it's so much better if you just make, you know, take the path that resonates more with you. And you may be thinking, I don't know what that is. I just don't know. How do I know what path is best for me? Okay. So he says, get into a quiet space. And I feel like whatever path you take, it's going to lead you back to the truth anyways, whatever truth it is. So you don't need to sweat it. You don't need to worry over what, you know, lament over what path to take. Naturally, you will take the right path. So something comes in to enlighten you. And whatever decision this is, it is based on, you will make the decision based on what your spiritual guidance tells you, okay? So Archangel Michael says you're protected. If you take this path, we're going to lead you back to the right one for you. And of course, free will is here, so you will make that decision, but we will guide you. So don't worry over it. You're going to be just fine. And so our spirit guides come in to tell us, right? You've been on this quest, and you've been learning, you've been, you know, opening up yourself to whatever it is that you need to know, whatever truth it is you need to be in, whatever it is you need to be in. And so the spirit guide says, you've been working hard. You're due. See, what I'm hearing is there's a rainbow of blessings coming in. But blessings are always here. They're not blessings that appear to come in, have been waiting, have been there. You just haven't been able to see them because you've been focused on something else. But Spirit says, listen, you've been working hard here. You don't just work hard for nothing. And most of us who are in this, on this spiritual journey, we're not in it to like get, you know, We don't go into it thinking, oh, what blessing am I going to get from this if I work this hard? But it's there for you, because as you open up, those blessings are naturally waiting for you to be able to receive them and to see them, to open your eyes. It's like, holiday time. I'll say Christmas, because that's how I grew up. I believe in Christmas, or whatever. Some people have different holidays, whatever you believe in, okay? Whatever holiday it is for you. So I'm kind of envisioning this Christmas tree with presents under it, and sort of standing in front of the tree, but not facing it, so you don't see those gifts. You're facing in a different direction. You're looking at something else. How are you seeing those gifts if you don't turn around? Right? If you don't shift your focus to be more open. And so Spirit says there's so many blessings here for you. If you just be open and ask your guides to help you on this journey to find the right path, to be in the spiritual alignment that you need to be in. I feel like light workers are awakening. I feel like there's some light workers awakening. And you've always been special, but you haven't known exactly what it is. And I feel like you're awakening to something very precious and something very like a fulfilling, something very fulfilling, because there's a call to action. That's what I'm hearing. There's a call to action. For some of you, you're very much light workers, or you're earth angels, or you're empathic. You're an empath, right? Somehow you've been awakening to that. I feel like some of you may have had some dreams, and they kind of piqued your interest, so you're kind of exploring. You may have even started with dream interpretation. But Spirit is saying, yeah, we're here to awaken you up now. Awaken you. And you're going to learn quick. A lot of spiritual intelligence here for you. Alright? Right. And so I'm feeling a strong sense of tower moment. Okay? So on this spiritual quest, on this journey, those of us who are sort of more in the spiritual realm of things, when there's a shift in your life, we call it the tower moment. And the tower is what you have built, what is around you in your very essence, right? In your circumference. What is it that's not quite where it should be? And I like to look at it like there's sort of like a lightning bolt that strikes your tower, like a light bulb or something, that something has to shift. It could be sudden, something powerful, like a transformation. I feel like there's this tower, and you know how if you see the old pictures of old towers that have these little, like it's brick or whatever towers are made of, and these little peepholes that you can look through. So I feel like there's a few bricks missing here and there, and you could kind of peek out through that tower, or that wall, but it's not enough for you. So I feel like you're assisting with this tower moment. You're kind of pushing more bricks out so you can peek out more and look out those little peepholes. Because you don't want to just peek out, you want to see the whole thing. Okay? So this tower moment is more about a epiphany almost. It's like, wow, all of a sudden you learn something very spiritual and very close to you, very personal about your soul, about something about you that has something to do with your calling. So no longer are you just going to peek out. You're going to see very clearly. And that tower that sort of was closed in will be more open now. You'll be able to see more clearly and grow and breathe. And so Spirit says, listen, not only will you be able to see more clearly, you are learning by hearing. It could be music. It could be someone has a conversation, or you hear someone on the radio, they make a phrase, a statement, and you hear it. And it moves you, it triggers you into something. But also it could be your guides talking to you through messengers like me. I know there are many out there. But it could be a something they're asking you to be in surrender of this, and you are eagerly wanting to learn more. So you're listening as you meditate, as you pray. It's all coming in for you guys. It's coming in. Messages, your guides are there, and they're eager to teach you. I feel like ascended masters are there. Yeah, Kuan Yin pops in. Some of you are learning about compassion, unconditional love. There's a lot for you to learn. Oh yeah, I feel it. Like I feel this huge learning coming for you. Experiencing something. Having that tower moment, and then opening up to something really beautiful, really soulful, impactful for you. See here, Spirit says, listen, pay attention, because in your dreams, some of you are going to be learning a lot. You may not even realize it. You may not even remember your dreams, but they are very impactful for you spiritually. Sometimes you're going to awaken and you're going to realize, wow, that dream was powerful. And that's when you're going to have these moments where you're like, oh, I don't even need dream interpretation. I know what this is. As you grow, you'll know more and more. And they're lessons for us. Sometimes they're red flags. Sometimes they're trying to show you clearly what you were questioning. It's answered prayer through your dreams. It's your guides coming through to show you. You asked what this meant, here it is. There's no need, you don't even need to look it up, because you're just going to know. And so our guides tell us to trust in that. Trust in the messages you receive, and whatever it is that's coming in for you. Because you're moving forward with sometimes great strides, and sometimes it's little steps. But that's what this is, guys. It's all learning. This journey is about the journey. There's so much for you to learn. I feel like some of you have a gift to be in connection with those who have passed. I feel like there's this great big, because they're saying, when I passed over, whoever this is, when I passed, it was like I knew instantly everything I had learned when I was on that plane, but I just didn't realize it then. Now I know. And as I continue on my journey where I am in this plane, I'm sort of watching over you. I'm on this journey with you, hand in hand. And I'm hearing the word skipping stones. Skipping stones on the water or whatever. So whoever this is, I feel like it's a male energy. He's with you. Uncle, father, grandfather, could be brother. Somebody helping you along on this journey. And he says, I can help you. I can skip stones with, I just keep hearing the skipping stones. Skip stones with you on the water while you take a quiet moment to listen and trust. Here we go. Helpful people. And so I feel like some of these are beings that have gone on to another plane. So I feel like your soul family is here for you, coming in to guide you. I feel like it's more on another plane, not, there are people here, yes, but I feel like, and so I believe you will kind of, join in with maybe whatever platform it is, where there's groups of people that have the same type of beliefs you do. Not a cult, don't get me wrong, but maybe a spiritual community, and maybe, so I believe you're going to kind of hook up with your soul tribe, right? Whoever is like resonates with your soul, that's your soul's calling out. So you will be in connection with people who have beliefs, or you're just going to know that you resonate very much with them. This is a big quest for you. It's a big journey. And these people here, I believe some of you have known that your loved ones, or you've even been visited by others in your dreams, coming through to assist you and guide you. And I think you kind of had an inkling of that, but you don't realize the enormity of this gift. Trust me. I have been doing this for a while, with connecting with others that have passed, their energy, those that have passed, especially right now with my son being with me. His energy is here in these readings. He's here. I feel him more than ever. And so those of you who have that gift, they're telling me to talk about clairvoyance too. Some of you have a very, prophetic sense of things coming, but it's not, for those of you who have clairvoyance, I don't know, some people call them psychics. I have once in a while, I have these moments where I see something that's going to happen, but I know it's not because I pray for it not to happen. It's not that. They're telling me that the reason why I can see things that are going to happen is because they need my energy. That event or thing that takes place, I need to send my healing energy when that happens. That's what I'm told for myself. So some of you have the gift of clairvoyance. You can see out into the future what's going to happen. And therefore, it ties in with your ability as a healer to be able to send that healing energy out, to focus on that. And so they're saying meditation, right? Being in that moment of healing energy where you send out that gift of healing for those who have been in some sort of catastrophe or natural disaster or whatever it might be. You're sending out that healing energy. You are a energetic being of light that is a healer that can do distance healing. Okay? So get in that moment, those moments of quiet, so you can uncover what it is within you, the gift that you have, or whatever quest this is for you spiritually. You're needed. You're being asked to surrender to whatever that is. Again, I don't promote any religion. I don't promote anything other than love here, guys. Okay? I do personally believe in God, but whatever you believe in is right for you, and I don't judge. I don't discriminate. You're all welcome here. But Spirit wants to say that, thank you, Archangel Michael. There's so much, some of you are learning about energy, right? Spiritual energy, the very essence of you, who you are. And so Archangel Michael says, we're here for you to help you on that journey, on that path, okay? It's interesting because these gifts that we have, we were given those gifts at our creation. And some of us, it takes us a lifetime to realize we have these gifts and what they are. Some of us, when I started out on my spiritual journey, it wasn't until I was in, probably, I'm going to give away my age here probably, but probably not until I was like 40 years old, right? 35, 40 years old. I started on my spiritual journey. And I was dabbling a little bit in it, just wondering what it's about. But see, with my gifts, I knew I had something when I was a kid, 5, 6 years old. I could connect with those who had departed, not that I'd called them in, but their energy was there. And so I knew, but I didn't know what to do with it. So it's so important that we go with, when we discover that there's a gift there that we have, that we allow ourselves to open up, to learn and to grow with it, because it's there for a reason, not just because we are here for a reason. There is a life purpose for us. And so go with that, learn about it, ask your guides to teach you. I feel like ascended masters are here, like I said, Kuan Yin with the love, the unconditional love, the compassion. I feel like the energy of Mother Teresa is here to work with us. And she says, never be afraid to get your hands dirty. Never be afraid of the work, ever, because it is so fulfilling and rewarding. Whatever it is, whatever your gift is, don't be afraid of it. Embrace it, love it. It belongs with you. That's who you were created to be. And so, as I was saying, I started really getting into my spiritual journey when I was roughly 35, 40 years old. I'm just going to say my age, I'm in my 50s now. And I'm still learning. There's so much to learn, so much to grow with. And I look forward to it every single day. When I wake up, I meditate, I ask for guidance. And when I go to bed, I pray and I ask for guidance. What haven't I learned today that I need to learn? Please show me. Because this is who I am. This is my mission. I'm here to serve and to be that messenger, that guide. But I'm also here to learn along with all of you. So these messages that come through are also for me. I believe this is it for these messages, and I hope that you've gotten something out of this. And I think intuitively that you have some gifts, that you are on the spiritual quest, that you're ready. You're ready to learn. You're ready to cross that little bridge and get on with it. Okay, guys. I will talk to you soon. Love you all. Namaste. Welcome back. If you chose pile number 3, Spirit is here for a special message for you. And before we begin, I've been doing this before all of the readings, whichever pile you picked, to kind of take a moment to clear your energy so you can receive this message more freely, so the energy can come in more freely for you, okay? So take a moment to kind of just take a breath in and out, and feeling the stress or chaos or tension in your shoulders as you breathe in and you release that tension. You release whatever it is that's been kind of there, whatever. I'm not only going to take a moment here because I want to get started on this reading. Spirit wants me to move forward. So one more breath and release. Okay? So Spirit, we ask you to come in and give us this message-guided message to whoever picked this pile here, and may it come in with free flowing energy, that we can receive it and apply it. Thank you so much, Spirit. So while we're here, in this message here, in this reading, I feel a very strong sense of something that's shifting regarding trust issues, guys. Someone, Archangel Raphael says, is you've kind of been in this place where you haven't trusted people. You've had this history of being burned, maybe, by people, deceit, or some sort of bait and switch, or some sort of something where it's caused you to not be able to relax into whatever it is you're doing, a project at work, or teammates, or a lover, a love interest. You haven't been very trusting, and you don't like that about yourself. You're very your energy runs kind of on the defensive side, where you're very defensive. Not that you're an unpleasant person, you just don't let your guard down. You haven't. That's why I said in the beginning, feel your shoulders. Like when we were breathing, feel the weight come off of your shoulders, because I feel like some of you have like a posture that is sort of, maybe you find yourself hunched over a lot, or maybe you find when you walk, you're not really erect, you don't really walk straight up, you sort of hunch over a bit. It's you being guarded. It's affecting your posture. Interesting, huh? But it affects you because you're not opening yourself up. You're kind of guarding yourself, like, it's almost like your shoulders are rounded, like you're sort of like, I'm not letting you in. No, I can't afford to trust, because I've been burned too many times. That's what I feel is here. So Archangel Raphael says somebody's coming in that's very loving, almost a Kuan Yin energy, or a very loving energy, okay? Somebody that you would almost want to let your guard down with them, because there's something about them that you almost feel you can trust, right? You're very guarded, whoever this is. But Archangel Raphael says you're healing. There's something coming in where, look at you. You're going to be able to trust. You're healing that distrust, that whatever it was that burned you, or who it was that burned you, whatever situation it was. You've got a guide here. You've got some guides here. See the water? That you're the master of your emotions, right? This King Triton, or whatever, who he is. You're the master of your emotions. You control how rough those emotions are, or how smooth they are, right? You control. You're in control. You're your own king or queen. But your lack of trust has kept you in rough waters. That's what I feel from this card right here. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Why does it feel like two cards? This is what's coming in. And so this Archangel here says, look, you're in need of releasing something from the past, because it's caused you to be guarded and to have unfulfilling relationships, or to not even have relationships, because you just don't want to go there. Trust me, I've been through some things with people too, and as I grow spiritually, I know that relationships, no matter what they are, they come and go for a reason. But the thing with relationships is that you don't want the relationship to go because you don't trust them, or there's no, or you have an issue within yourself that you haven't resolved. If a relationship comes and goes, it should be because it's fated, right? It's fated. And there's something within you that you want to embark on relationships with people, whether it's colleagues, friends, romantic, but you can't quite get yourself there. Right? So this archangel says, listen, let go. Let God take care of it. Aren't you tired of wrestling with this? You don't want to be in that kind of energy. Let go of it. Let your whatever it is be healed, okay? And allow Spirit to come in and help you and work with you to come to this place of peace, because you haven't been in peace. And they so want to help you. These cards are so thick. And so out comes the sun, right? To enlighten and to bring light to your path, to something that you haven't realized before, to kind of open yourself up to a more positive energy, a more positive outlook. Your perception is changing. It's shifting. And so your faith in people is shifting as you let go and you allow your guides to help you heal the trust issues. Yeah, somebody probably burned you, or something didn't end well, and it left a bad taste in your mouth. And so now you've had difficulty moving forward in whatever situation you're in, or you won't even allow yourself to be in a situation or a relationship with anyone. So, but this Archangel Uriel says that light is shining upon your path. I'm coming in to help you expose those areas where you were so hurt, to remove the darkness and bring you into the light so you can have a good life, right? So you can say life is great. I am opening up now to something, a whole new world. And I can see things in a different way, a different perspective, right? Open yourself up and allow your guides. They'll never steer you wrong. Allow your guides to help you through this. The High Priestess is here. Ooh. When you get the High Priestess card, that's pretty big stuff right there. Because this High Priestess is your inner... This is something within yourself. I believe we all have the High Priestess within us, right? The High Priestess energy. And she says, you haven't even seen what you're capable of, because you've been hiding behind this distrust and this kind of lingering toxic energy. But she says we're kind of here to kick its ass. Move it out of the way so you can shine, so you can be who you are, so you can experience the gifts that you have, so you can come into these epiphanies and these discovering of yourself, I feel like this is your distrust of people. This is going to flip. Okay, so you're going to be shifting into a more, as you heal, and the reason why you stayed away from relationships and people and situations before was because you didn't trust them. You had to guard and protect yourself. You thought you had to have your guard up all the time. But I feel like this is sort of flipping to sort of a complete opposite, where when you start to heal and you start healing, you start to see the good in people. It's almost like you can see the... I feel like you sort of become this coach, like a life coach almost, because you see the good in people. You see, yeah, it's like a rags to riches, where you've been in this place where you were sort of like a dry desert, and now all of a sudden you come into this beautiful tropical place where you see people are people, and we're living the human experience. You understand it more now. You understand that whatever happened to you, you took it very personal, but you also understand more about human beings and why they do and behave the way they do. This is a coming into the understanding of this is why you had to go, you went through those distrust issues, you went through those issues with people, so you could come out the other side and see them clearly, so you can see how not the negative part of it, but the compassion. You know, they're human beings. They behave in ways sometimes that we don't like, but now you know, and you have that compassion, and you can kind of go forward and help people through their own crisis, through their own issues. Yeah, I see some of you shifting your focus, you're shifting your career, maybe even like into a role where you're a guide. Because I feel spiritually you're going to be a guide here, right? You just all of a sudden you have all this love and trust and experience. So you're going to come into this knowing. And yeah, I feel like some of you could be a spiritual guide. Some of you could be an actual counselor, a therapist, a spiritual coach, or a health coach. Yep, you're going to take an interest in helping others. Interesting. That's a really huge shift, guys. It's awesome. I really like that. Some of you are sort of maybe even family counseling. Yeah, something shifting. And so, yeah, as you come into balance, you see the need to be fair in your approach to situations, people, places, things. And that helps you, propels you on your way to that great big shift in your outlook and your trust. And then the great big shift in your connecting with other human beings. That's what I'm feeling. Some of you may even be going into some sort of, you connect with animals, some of you, very much. And so it's almost like you could be a dog whisperer or a horse whisperer, or somebody that understands very clearly. And because that great love and that understanding, you go into some sort of, yeah, I feel like a career shift. Because now you're on the opposite side of where you were with that distrust and staying away and shielding yourself. Now you're opening up to learning, to growth, to love. And so here we have, this is what I would equate to the page, the Fool maybe in tarot. So this is like a fast forward, this is a movement. Like, yeah, I'll jump into the fire. Yep, not literally, guys. But yeah, I'll jump off the cliff. Because into the abyss of faith. Because I have faith. Because I have enthusiasm. Because I have optimism that when I trust in my guides to take that leap of faith, to go full into this change, this shift, and answer the call to whatever it is that I need to do. Okay? See? Whoops. You're going into it with childlike wonderment, with an innocence, and you're moving forward with something that is brand new. The innocence of a child, approaching it with openness and opening your arms to it, right? You're opening yourself up exposing your, your heart and soul to whatever this is. This great big shift. When I was a kid, when you're a kid and you're playing and whatever you're doing, you don't notice things around you so much, and there could be danger around you, adults who are sketchy, someone hanging around that, is creepy, whatever. Kids don't notice those things because we're too busy, we're innocent, playing. I used to play all day outside, and my mom would be like, be home by dinner. Okay, Mom. But now, parents are like really guarded with their kids because you never know. But as a kid, you don't think about those things. You're just enjoying life. You're having fun in that moment. And so that's what this is. You're moving into this, you're shifting into this energy of something brand new for you. I don't think you've ever trusted. As a kid, I think some of you grew up in a home where you didn't trust your father, your mother. You didn't feel safe. So something here is opening you up to some innocent new energy where you begin to enjoy life, guys. That's a huge shift. And so this great big bear over here, right? That he's not afraid. He's not afraid. He doesn't really test the water to see if it's cold. He goes in, gets his dinner, his food, whatever it is, whatever reason why he's in the water. And then no one dares mess with this big beast, right? So he's going after whatever he has to go after, because that's just natural for him. And so you have this bear strength, this energy that's here for you, that's coming in. And it's coming in with ferocity, right? With fearlessness, with courage. And you're embracing this change. You're not only embracing it, you're like, here, let me help it. Let me help co-pilot, co-create this new change, this shift that's coming in for you. Right here, within the next few weeks, you start to feel it big time, this shift. Some of you have always had that line in the sand where you're like, do not cross this line because I don't trust you. But so this energy that's coming in is like, it's almost like the door's open now. And the spirit will guide you. Your intuition will guide you. You don't need to be on guard all the time. You will know if there's an energy or a presence that you should not be around. You don't need to put a guard up, a wall up, to keep everyone out. You will naturally know how to sift through who does and who doesn't belong in your energy and your circumference. So this is coming in the next few weeks, guys. Something profound. That big shift. And I'm not saying it's going to shift with a snap of a finger. I'm saying you're going to start noticing that right away within the next few weeks. Very big shift coming in for you. And so they're saying you're going in a new direction. You're allowing yourself to be guided now. Instead of walking your path with blinders at night, not seeing anything, right? You're going to open up to guidance. You're going to follow that northern star. You're going to follow that light on your path. Because it's a good light. It's a good energy. Bringing you into more joy, more peace, more love. And so you are allowing yourself to open up to this beautiful guidance that moves you in a new direction. And you're going to be kind of looking at yourself going, wow, this is me now. I am so not what I used to be. Because you're coming into your natural essence of who you were born to be, who you were created to be. right? And you've got these ascended masters, these guides that are helping you. I'm going to just pull a card or two from the Ascended Master deck. Hold on one sec. Let me just grab that. Because I feel like this is something that something else that they want to say. Hold on one sec. Let me grab that deck. Okay. So let me see what it is they have to say, because I do believe they're saying yoga, right? So this Babaji, he says, for some of you, yes, yoga would help you, but it's really about breathing. It's about getting in tune with you. It's about flexing your spiritual muscles, right? I think yoga is about, I've never done yoga, probably should, but I think it's about allowing the energy to flow freely through you, right? So allowing it to move through you so you can assist in this shift, whatever's going on with you, with shifting into a new perspective, a trust in others, a trust in life, a trust in you. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Ascended Masters? Yes, the time is right for this. It's like I said, in the next few weeks, you're going to be start to feel this energy shifting through, moving through you. You may have already felt it. It's coming in. So I believe that you're embarking on this change, this shift in your life. It's leading you to something very beautiful and new, right? You're ripe for this change. It's here. Birthing a new you. The you that you were supposed to be. And here, Ascended Master Jesus comes in to say, open your heart to love, and that's what you're doing. You're opening, it's like exposing your chest to the rays of the sun, right? To open you up, to expose that love that is there, and to push out whatever darkness is there, to make room for love, to trust. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Ascended Masters? Is that all you've got for us, or what do you have? Yep. Follow your heart. St. Francis says, you know, now that you're healing this distrust and all of that, you're ready to follow your heart, to open up to your own truth, to trust in you, to move forward on this journey. Beautiful. I think that is it for the messages, and I do believe that, all of these messages are here for a reason, and sometimes they'll resonate with you and sometimes they won't. That's why I like these pick-a-card readings, because I believe that we all have that intuitive, and we know. We just know. And so when you pick one, it could be that some things may not resonate immediately, but then somewhere down the road it hits. Or they could resonate immediately for you. Pieces of it or all of it. But these messages are from Spirit. I'm never going to interject my own, opinions. I'm here. I'm called to be a messenger, to be a vessel, to allow Spirit to move through me, to help you, and to guide you. I am here in love and light, and I'm here to journey with you as I'm learning along the way as well. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.